know, a tutorial. I haven't done a tutorial in a really long time. I feel like the last one I did was a back to school wearable look. So now I got some glam for you. I noticed I got quite a bit of comments saying tutorial on my last look on the last video that I posted, and I think I wore that same makeup like another video, but this is the makeup I've been wearing and rocking. I will link everything down below if you want to see how I've been getting this look. And I use some new products that you haven't seen me put to use, obviously, because I haven't done a tutorial. Then keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Be a part of my family. Whoop whoop. All right, now let's get on to the tutorial. All right, guys, let's get started. Just put a little bit of balm because I did a lot of swatches yesterday, 24 to be exact, on my lips. They're hurting. Priming my face first. I'm using the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. It's my favorite one. It's really hard to try out others just because it fills in the pores and it's so silky feeling. Holy grail. I've been going back to using my Anastasia brow pomade just because it works so well and it's super waterproof. And I always just outline the bottom and the top, and then I've just been taking the spoolie and bringing it to the front and then just cleaning it up with some concealer. Cleaning up my brows, I'm using my MAC NW20 and this concealer brush just to go underneath the brow and give it a natural highlight. Just take a beauty blender, preferably a clean one. Ignore this. Blending that out. High voltage primer from Kat Von D, just because look how much it brightens up my eye. I do have slight pigmentation on my eyelids. It's not an eyeshadow color. Oh, it got in my eye. I don't know, I just got wild and I was just gonna do it. I guess I didn't see how much product was on the tip. Oh, wow. Now that I set my whole entire face with that eye primer, I'm gonna set this in place with the Kat Von D translucent powder. You've seen in one of my recent videos, this was unfortunately a want for me just because I don't see it as translucent. It's very brightening. For me, it just doesn't work, but a lot of fair skin gals love this product, but I want to utilize it, so I've been using it as a set, and it's been bomb. Now the palette I've been obsessing over is the Lorac Pro 3. I mean, I don't think it's very obvious. It looks pretty brand new. That's been my go-to just for neutrals and all my everyday looks. I'm gonna go into the shade Clay right here, and I'm gonna use that for my crease and just a fluffy E40 brush. Out of all the Lorac palettes, I have to say number 3 is my favorite. Third time is the charm. Look at the shade Dark Brown. I'm gonna be using my E25. I'm gonna use this to really just put that in the socket of my eye, so I'm not gonna diffuse it all the way out. I really wanna concentrate it right in the crease. Then I'm going back in with a little bit more clay with that same E40. I just wanna make sure I keep that warmth up above. Now to add even more warmth, I'm gonna head over, like I'm driving there, Terracotta, which is more of a brown that has some orange undertones to it, and I'm gonna bring that above the diffuse part. A really nice transition. You see that? I really like that. Like that right there. I like that. But again, make sure that you're not going all the way up so you still have that highlighted brow bone. Now what I love about this look is all those shadows that I just did, you can intensify them ×3 if you want more of a nighttime look, or if you want a really deep and dramatic look during the day, do you girl boy. Now my lid color, a lot of people have been asking what I've been using, and I've been using my Serpentina palette from Kat Von D. Can't really say that I've been using it because honestly I've just been dipping in that color so far, but I'm going to be using the shade Medusa that's right there. It's like this greenish type of olive shade and I love it. It is definitely my favorite. There's so many different shades of olive, but this shade right here, I don't know, it's super sultry. Another good shade is this Makeup Forever one, and it's like this greenish olive again, I-328. I don't know, something about the names bug me. I wish they were named just like olive, something basic. But let me swatch Medusa right next to that one because they are different. This one's Medusa. See, it has like more of that coppery kind of, I don't know, they're both gorgeous shades. I haven't tried these yet. Oh, look at that. Why? This is why I never like to do my face first, just because I feel like lots of palettes or however I handle my shadows, maybe I'm just handling them rough, but I always get fallout. Well, not all the time. Certain shadows make me get more, but now I'm getting into another video. I just like to do my eyes first. That's my point. I just love that shade. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna warm up my crease a little bit more. Eyes are basically done. I just wanna add a little bit more of Terracotta. I'm gonna go on to wing liner. I feel like I always use my Sigma Wicked Gel liner just because it's my favorite. I'm gonna switch it up and do some liquid for you guys. There's 2 different ones. I just did a dupes video, so someone said, hey, next time can you do like your dupes on one side of the face and then, you know, the high end on the other side? And I was just like, yes. But since I didn't do that, let me try some right now. So one side I'm gonna do the ink liner Makeup Forever, other side Milani, and I'm just gonna do it and you're not even gonna tell a difference. So I'm not gonna even tell you what side is which until like in a couple seconds or so. The thing about liquid liner is I'm so used to using gel that I have to super concentrate when I do liquid now. Well, you can kind of see the handle now that I think about it, so now you know this is Makeup Forever. Ah. That was a fail. Now let's do the Milani side, same exact brush, same finish. This side was getting a little bit bigger, but let me zoom you in. That's the Milani side and the Makeup Forever side. You can't even tell. Now I'm just gonna clean up my wing with that same concealer brush that I used to carve out my eyebrows. All right, guys, so I just went to go wet my beauty blender, AKA Booty Bender. I don't know if this is the white one or the nude one. I will never know. But I definitely wanted to wet it because I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter. One thing that I do not like about this foundation is I'm not a fan of cleaning up my eyebrows on the top with it. So I take a darker concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me, just because it's very thin in formula. I just kind of put some in the back of my hand like so. Deep Foncé. This concealer color just to help clean up on the top of my brows. Just from right there, see? So it's dark enough in shade. Once I blend out my foundation though, it blends in even more. It's just easier because this foundation is so full coverage and a little goes a long way where I don't even like cleaning up my eyebrows because then it just takes too long because the littlest product, like I'm slowly blending it out and I don't want it to get gunky. But see, that was very quick. I'm in the shade 7.5. In my naked skin, I am in 5.5. Don't ask how I just jumped up 2 points. That's what I got matched to. I was with the girl because I was like, I'm not gonna match myself because I don't wanna come back or have to return. So I was like, hey, let me just ask for a second opinion. And she chose this one. I chose this one as well. And it oxidizes for sure. That's the shade right there. And you'll see right now, a little goes a long way. You have to use a beauty blender with it. I'm gonna do one side of my face so you can see how full coverage this is. It's like, hello. Well, actually, goodbye to your skin. Let's hit half that forehead. Also, when I went in, it was like a fresh, like self-tan. So I probably look much darker than what I was. Now, I usually don't like to put foundation underneath my eye. I just like to leave that blank and leave that for concealer because the more you pile on, the more likely it's gonna crease, and that's not fun. But for the sake of this video, I want you to see, like, look, is this concealer? Is this a concealer foundation? It's almost like you can say the heck with the concealer and look, you have a concealed under eye. But this is a thicker kind of formula, so I'm not really keen on putting thicker formulas underneath my eyes. One side, the other side. Skin, wet skin. And just for reference, I put half a pump on one side of my face. I'm enjoying it more now. I feel like before I wasn't really enjoying it because sometimes it can look cakey. You must use a primer. I'm not gonna go underneath my eye. And I'm using the Tartist, and I really like this. It's just like a little sample size I have right now, and I love it. It's really nice and black. I mean, it's nothing that's like life-changing, but I do think it's a good mascara because it really separates. The one I didn't like was Urban Decay Perversion. I saw nothing. So favorite lashes, everybody keeps asking me, what lashes? And I've mentioned these before. KOKO 501s. Okay, that wasn't good. KOKO 501s right here. So those are my favorite ones, really nice and flared out. I have a pair already that I've been wearing. They're not completely dead yet, so I'm gonna salvage these ones. So this is the before, and here is the after. Again, these aren't fresh lashes, but they're still pretty. So the concealer I've been using is a Tarte Shape Tape. I wanted to get this in light medium as well to really highlight. I have the shade medium. This will definitely work with this shade of foundation, obviously, but this stuff does not crease. It's full coverage, and it is my favorite concealer yet. Like, I haven't been like wowed by concealer. I don't know, sometimes I would really like the Urban Decay, and sometimes it wouldn't work, but lately Urban Decay has been bomb on me, and that's what I've been going through, and I just repurchased a backup. But this one, oh my gosh, full coverage. It lasts all day. It's waterproof for sure. Is it waterproof or am I just making stuff up? Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I don't know, but I think it's waterproof. Unfortunately, it's been sold out because, like I said, I wanted to buy light medium. It's sold out on Ulta because you can only get it at Ulta. And I don't know, maybe it's in stock now by the time I post this, but I just checked the other day. It's out of stock of medium and light medium. Doesn't crease, lasts all day. I don't know what's in this magical goodness, but it is so bomb skis. And the wand is like huge. It's like, what? And then I'm just using, sorry if my lighting was off on that last clip, Laura Mercier. I just tap it in and then just sweep away. I don't do any baking or anything like that because this one, I don't know. I'm not into baking. I don't think I need it. Okay, now that I set my under eyes, I just like to set that really quick. I just take the Laura Mercier and just set the rest of my face because I do not want to add any extra coverage because I don't need it. I do not need to add any, oh, it's snowing. I don't like to add any extra color because this color is dark enough. I do not want anything deeper than that. And yeah, you just don't need to add extra. So if you ever use a full coverage, just use a translucent powder because you don't need extra foundation on top of foundation unless you want to. Lately, I've been taking a little translucent powder and like sweeping it through my brows, and it's been helping my brows last even longer. And there might be like a little cast in them, but my little trick, it's not really a trick, but I like setting them with that and then using either my Essence brow set or my Benefit, which I haven't used my Benefit in a while. I always use my Essence. And then this has a tint, so it brings it back to life in case it had like kind of a white powdery look. So for my bronzer, I've just been using the bronzer inside the Maybelline Contour Kit just because I like this one. I don't do any major contouring, but I do add some definition, so I get a little of a cheekbone. The other day I had like the muddiest contour and I was like, what is going on? And then I realized, Lizzy, clean your brushes. Now, I mean, you can get all snazzy and get a little bit of the translucent powder and do a little of that if you wanted to sharpen that area up. Have you guys seen that meme? So girls just want to look like Neapolitan ice cream. So it just works out. It's more chiseled. The blush I've been using is Becca's Luminizing Blush in Tiger Lily. It's just like this pretty orangey color. First, when I saw this, I was like, whoo, how's that gonna work? But it is beautiful. And this brush I love especially right now, Duo Fiber Powder Blush Brush F15. Bomb. It just airbrushes your blush. As you can tell, I've been using this brush like all week to apply the same blush color. Highlight, I haven't been using a certain one just because I redid my makeup collection, so I've just been using different ones. I've been trying to use Copper Diamond from Bobbi Brown. Pop that right at the top. There's plenty of highlights that look like this. I just love the formula of Bobbi Brown. It's the best formula to me. Get that tip right there. And then a little on my chin and mustache area. For the final thing is obviously the lips, and this lipstick formula is pretty pricey, and when I bought it I wasn't really sure how I was gonna love it because I don't know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Bite Beauty lipsticks. I just don't feel like they're worth their price, but this line, especially the Amuse or something it's called, this is the shade Meringue. It is the perfect nude. I've just been obsessed with this shade because it's like a peachy nude. It looks stunning with every makeup look. I wear this all the time. I love it. Meringue is an awesome color. This whole line is really moisturizing. They last really long. They don't make your lips peeled or chapped. Plus, I know there's a lot of great ingredients inside these lipsticks. Finish it off with your makeup setting spray. This one I'm just using Scandinavia. It's one of my favorites. You can use Urban Decay. That one's good as well. I almost forgot. You can't always take any like frosty shade or highlight. I'm just going to take this one right here with a detailed brush. It's one of my favorite inner corner highlighting brushes. It's called the Inner Corner. And I always like opening up the eye. See, it gives you a little extra something. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, it's just a really nice glam that you can do every single day. I don't think this is too much, especially if you're someone where you like to glam up. I personally like to do wearable looks, but go ahead and thumbs this up if you want me to do more tutorials. I do have more wearable glam looks, but not saying that color is not wearable, but I like you know, more of this type. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it is free, $99. I'll leave all my social media links down below and also all of the products that I used in this video so you guys can go check them out. All right, I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Woo-hoo!